This is a homework question that one of our classmates asked if we could figure this out. So let's go through this problem together. So y'all, the directions on this one here say that we should solve this by factoring, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So y'all, remember, when I'm trying to factor, really what I'm doing is kind of like opposite of multiplication. I'm gonna figure out, like, this is my problem. What did I have to multiply to get this as my answer? So if you notice, we have a 2m squared here. Well, the two things that multiply to 2m squared are 2m and n, okay? 2m and n. And so now the other part is we need to figure out what we're going to put here. Now the numbers that we put in these red spots are numbers that multiply to 18. So y'all, right here, I'm going to make what I call the t. And when I think of 18, I think of 1 and 18, I think of 2 and 9, and I think of 3 and 6. So I have some options here, okay? So I want to figure out which ones might help me get to where I need to go, okay? So y'all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try using 2 and 9, okay? And so y'all, I'm going to try putting my 2 over here, and I'm going to try putting my 9 over there. Now again, I know those numbers will give me the 18, so that's not the part that I have to check. The parts that I have to check is 2m times 2 is a 4m. 9 times m is a 9m, and if we were to add those together, y'all, we'd get our 13. So we know that we did this right. What I want you to notice, y'all, is when I did this, I had to figure out where those numbers went. Y'all, if I would have tried 3 and 6, those numbers would not have worked, no matter where I would have put them. Neither would 1 or 18. So this is why we call it guess and check. I just happened to guess correctly the first time. I'm going to put both positives right here, okay? Now, when we do this, we're going to set each part equal to 0. So we're going to say 2m plus 9 is 0, and m plus 2 is 0, okay? Remember, when we move that 2 over, change of signs, negative 2, right? When I move that 9 over, also change of signs, and then divide it by 2, and I'm going to write it over here. I got a little bit of room. Negative 9 over 2. Okay, so my two answers, y'all, that we would be entering into my lab would be negative 9 over 2 and negative 2, okay? I hope that helps, and if y'all got any questions, y'all let me know, okay?